Welcome to another episode of the Great Northern Tour. Today we're off to Blackwell Meadows and Darlington FC. We just finished a game here at the Exercise Stadium, Harrogate Town, and it ended 2-1 to Chesterfield, a cracking game. You need to go watch that. But let's get to Darlington. Well, here we are, Robin Hood's Bay behind me. This is our travel for today before heading off to the game tomorrow. Let's see what we can get up to. Here we are on Robin Hood's Bay's beach with the Yorkshire Mountains behind us. And here we are on the rocks at Robin Hood's Bay. But let's look at a bit more info on the sides today. Darlington FC, founded in 1883. That's one old club. Playing at the Blackwell Meadows, take on AFC Telford United, a newly promoted side, looking for their first win today. Darlo haven't won at home yet, so will it be their day today? And here we are now. We finish off the day with Whitby Town behind us, a non-league side in Step 3. But on to the Darlington game. Here we are, a new day, and we're starting where the old ground would have been, the Feethams, the home of Darlington FC since 1883. But in 2003, some issues happened and they don't play here anymore as it's now demolished and it's a cricket club. The games you can see would have been played here. Where them houses are right over there is exactly where the ground would have been before it was demolished, but now it's just the remnants of a cricket club. Now walking through what is just houses, but long ago was a football club. And there it is, Quaker Lane, where fans would have walked to the ground, but that is all now gone because of one stadium, the Reynolds Arena, named after owner George Reynolds, and this stadium nearly destroyed Darlington FC. Reynolds built in a 25,000 seater stadium right here, and it cost 18 million for a club that could only get attendances of about 3,000. I mean, the population is 107,000, just over that. So to think that you're getting 25,000 in here, it was a push. And their first game against Kidderminster Harriers, they got an 11,000 attendance, which has been their biggest attendance since. The amount of money this stadium cost left George Reynolds, the owner, in loads and loads of debts, and he couldn't pay them off. And Darlington really had problems with the FA being expelled because of this stadium. I just want to put into perspective how mental this idea was from George Reynolds to build this, because I mean, Darlington averaging attendances of 2,000 and he builds a 25,000 seater stadium. What was he thinking? Who knows? But this is no longer the home of Darlington FC, as it's now owned by a rugby club, but instead Darlington play. And here we have now the home currently of Darlington FC, Blackwell Meadows, a rugby club again. But before we have a look inside, let's see at the pub we went to today. Here we go, the Juniper Tree, Darlington's pub today. Big Andy, take it away.
So 22 minutes from the ground, so a little bit of a walk. Price of the pint is $5.50 for this Moretti, which is average. There isn't much atmosphere here at the moment, but look, it's a bank holiday, but you can bring dogs and, you know, it's a nice little pub really, sort of in striking distance of the ground. So on the ratings, I'm going to give it 7 because there's a bit of a hike, 5 on value, and I have to say today for atmosphere it's getting a 4, but that's only because there aren't many people here at the moment. Okay,
there you go, Darlington over and out. You know what though, I'm going to get a scarf because you know what, I'm building a bit of collection, so let's get a scarf from Darlington. We already got one from Harrogate. Here is what is the away end at Darlington. I've got to say, a lot of fans aren't a fan of this one, but is it the worst in National League North? A lot of people got mad at me when I said Needham Market was and said Darlington is. Well, we're in the stand now. I've got to say, these seats, proper old things they are. I've got to say though, first glance, this terrace looks absolutely smashing. I'm a big fan of that. Well, I'm in the terrace now. I've got to say, it's lovely in here. I mean, look at this. The only thing I'll criticise, distance from the pitch, but it is a rugby ground, so I guess that comes into play. Despite everything Darlington have been for, I've got to say, a very loyal fan base. I mean, they still get 1,500 every game, which is top support. But here we are, scarf on, and I've also collected a cheeky pin badge. The teams are out now, and I'm being honest, can't really comment too much on them because I don't know enough about either side. But I've got to say, ground-wise, I quite like it. Obviously, it's not the best in the league, it's not the greatest, but for what Darlington are dealing with, I think it does the job, and I really like this terrace. They've got a nice stand, and yeah, I also quite like the flag behind the goal. Really random, but I like that. Well, a drum in the Darlington end, and I've got to say, it's probably backing out. I mean, look at this stand. This stand's got lots of people. And down there, the away fans from Telford, I mean, brilliant spot for them. And now here come the teams, Telford versus Darlington. Will Darlington get their first home win of the season? Will Telford get their first win of the season? Here we are, we're underway, and Darlington have gone for the PSG tactic. Well, more and more we're seeing of that. Well, obviously Darlington, 100% fan-owned club. I mean, you see a lot more of that in this league now. Well, we're 10 minutes in now, of course, and it's not been a cracker, but Darlington fans get going.
Get in! Yes! Get in! Yes!
There we go, 15 minutes in, and we have seen the game open up. There's a goal in this game, and we're not came all this way for a 0-0. But I mean, it's gone down as an own goal, which I thought was weird because from my angle, it looked like a player tapped it in. But obviously, I'm the opposite end, so it might have been an own goal, but it was literally a rebound into the net, and Darlo are 1-0 up.
Come on, Pete. Oh, dear.
Talk about close, that's about as close you can get for Telford. And there we go, Darlington double their lead just 10 minutes before half time. A ball played in, lovely through ball, and he smashed it into the corner. There's no saving that, and Darlington have a deserved lead. God, Darlington really controlling this game. We've hit the crossbar now.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's half time here at Darlington, and it's currently 2-0 to the home side, Darlo, and they've definitely dominated the game. I mean, to be honest, they deserve their lead. They've been comfortable and controlled the game. Telford haven't had many sniffs. They've had a couple of sniffs, but not a lot's come from hopefully second half. Darlo scored a few more, and that goal right behind us. Well, we're back underway for the second 45, and I've got to say, I'm absolutely roasted in here. Well, massive claims for a penalty for Darlington, and honestly, I think it might have been. I've got to watch it back, but it looked like a clear penalty from where I was. What a spot for a free kick.
Oh, it's a free shot. Oh, it's a free shot.
Well, that makes it interesting. Telford grabbed one back. I mean, it was an easy goal for him. It was a free shot. He wasn't going to miss, and he's rifled it straight into the back of the net. Darlington been a bit disappointing this half. Oh, some controversy there. A foul's been given, but the Telford players think it should be a goal. They're fuming about it, but it looks like he's gone down for a head injury or some sort of collision, but the goal hasn't been given. Well, 10 to go. Can Darlo hold on? This is quality. The keeper's just booting the ball. The player's gone down, obviously. A bit of time wasting in play, Denny drinks, but the keeper's just booting the ball. It's so nice class. Well, there's 6 minutes out on. Can Darlington see their first home win of the season? Oh my god. Telford have just scored in the 96th minute. That is literally the last kick of the game. Darlington just had to hold out another 30 seconds and they would have had their first home win in the season. And Darlington they've bottled it at the death. And Telford have got the equaliser, and wow, what a turn to the games this second half. Telford really came out. Well, Telford have got a corner. We're deep into stoppage time. Could this be the moment they do a complete turnaround? What would be mental? Is it going to happen? I mean, surely not. Yeah, that's it. Full time, and it's 2-2. Darlington fans really aren't happy, but Telford are going to be buzzing with that. Full time here at Darlington, and it has ended 2-2 right at the death. Telford have got an equaliser. I mean, out of absolutely nothing. The game's second half wasn't amazing, but Telford, they got right back in it. Darlington really dropped off, and who saw that coming? If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe and tune in for tomorrow's episode. We'll see you in the next one. Bosh!